Time for another Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. Hey guys, new this week haul. Actually getting to it a little bit more on time, thankfully, this week. Before I get into this, I did want to make a annotation or correction or side note for last week's haul. Something that I talked about concerning Black Adam. And also, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit at the end of this video about Black Adam, the movie, which I got to see in advance, and tell you why you should go see it this weekend. All right, so last week, by the way, if you guys are new to this channel, I'm Mark Walters. This is Mark's Comic Haul. Y'all, if you like this content, please do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. I would appreciate it. All right, so last week, I showed you guys this little ditty for Black Adam, and I told you that this was something that they were giving away in comic shops, and look for it at your local comic shop and whatnot. And so anyway, here is the, sorry, I was taking it out just to check something real quick. Here's the book. So I showed you guys this last week. Okay, so between last week and this week, I noticed something, that there was a price at the bottom of this for $3.99, and I thought, I had like this short moment of like freak out, because I thought, oh my god, did I just steal this from my comic shop? Because my shop has on the counter, they usually put books that they're giving away for free to the fans on the counter, like right there where you check out, and that's where this was. And so I grabbed one, and then I noticed there was a price on it at the end. So apparently, I guess DC sent these out to stores, and I don't know if they sent them out gratis, like they just sent them there and stores could do whatever they wanted to. My shop was giving them away, but I know that at least 2 other shops I went into were just selling them on the shelf. So when I told you guys last week, check with your local comic shop and grab one of these free copies, they may not have necessarily been free at your comic shop. I didn't know that. So, but I do know that there were other comic shops that gave them away for free. So take of that what you will. I just wanted to make that quick little correction. All right, so a couple of books I picked up before I get into the new this week stuff. These were some back issues from last week. Got a couple more copies of Batman Incorporated #1. That book seems to be a little hot right now. This is actually from, not last week, but like a couple weeks ago. This is Batman number, what number is this? I think it's 198. Is that right? Anyway. Yeah, Batman 128. 128? Sorry, 128. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, I just got it because it's got this really cool fail-safe cover. I think that's Matina. Anyway, I got 2 of those. I don't know if you guys have been reading the story, but it's really cool, the fail-safe story. And for some reason, they did not have those when I got that book, when it came out, I guess a week or 2 ago. And then this is Batman Incorporated #1. This is the cover B. Found one of those. I didn't get that last week. And then got a couple more of these Edge of Spider-Verse #5 design variants. One of each of the design variants. These are like 1 in 5, 1 in 10, something like that. Ghost Rider #7, cover A. My shop sold out of them last week. And then Ghost Rider #7, this is the cover B. I think this is the one everybody's been trying to grab. So managed to get my hands on those, which was happy about that. And then also I got this really cool Gun Honey, what is this, 1 in 10? Yeah, 1 in 10 variant, which features, what do they call this, a Copic variant? Or I'm sorry, 1 in 5 variant by, why can I not read that? Anyway. I showed you the, the really nice color cover. This is like a black and white. I guess this would be considered like a sketch variant. I think they call it a Copic variant though. But yeah, they had some of those. The price was cheap, so I grabbed one. Oh, and then I guess I'll show you these two, because technically these are also back issues, but they're a little further back. I was going through the back issues at my local shop, and I noticed they had a whole bunch of DC Comics Presents. They must have bought a collection and had a bunch in the collection. So this is DC Comics Presents number 58. I'm sorry, 56. Superman and Power Girl. And this has something in it. It has like a first appearance of something, or oh god, I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. And then this is DC Comics Presents number 85. I just always loved this cover with Swamp Thing. It's a painted cover. Really cool book. I know this goes for a little bit of money, because I think mainly just because of that cover. And then I just adore this issue. This is DC Comics Presents number 87, Superman and Superboy. Kind of the whole Crisis era. Always loved that book. Really cool cover. They had those pretty cheap. And then a different store I went to, I grabbed another copy of X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 269. This is where Captain Marvel fights Rogue. The original Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, or what do you call it? Ms. Marvel, sorry. Ms. Marvel fights Rogue. So, and a lot of people are saying we may see that play out on the big screen. We'll see. And then I just got a really nice copy of X Factor number 1. I've had this book before. I think I may even have a couple copies in the collection right now, but the colors on this one were just gorgeous. And it just came in a collection they bought. So, good God, I'm 7 minutes in and I haven't shown a single new book. I am so sorry, guys. All right, here we go. New this week. Let's not waste any more time. Batman Superman World's Finest number 8. Continuing the Boy Thunder storyline. The new dynamic duo. Catwoman number 48. This is cover A by Jeff DeCall. And this book seemed to be pretty hot this week. Or it looked like they were selling out. So they actually had one copy of this left on the shelf, so I grabbed it. I pre-ordered these because I knew this would be a hot cover of the week, and I was right. It sold out. This is Catwoman 48, the Sozamaika variant, cover B. It's an interesting cover. It almost looks like some kind of weird art house painting or something, but anyway. I knew that was going to be a hot cover, so I pre-ordered like 4 of them, and sure enough, when I got to the shop, they were sold out. This is Catwoman number 48. This is the 1 in 25 copy variant by Lotte, and I don't normally go in for the Lotte covers, but I actually thought this one was really nice. And the price they had on it was fairly cheap, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I think that's one of the better covers that Lotte has done. This is Deceased. You know what? I'm going to take this out because you guys can't really appreciate this cover if it's in a bag. I'll show you why. All right, so this is Deceased, War of the Undead Gods. And this is the Kyle New acetate cover. So you've got this acetate cover, and then there's the interior cover. I thought that was really nice. So, yeah. A little hard to appreciate when it is bagged, but still a nice book nonetheless. Put that back in the box. And, okay. This is Flashpoint Beyond number 6. Flashpoint Beyond. I just really dug this cover with, you got Martha Wayne as the Joker there. Man, I mean, this looks like a painting that would be hanging inside a mansion. It's just a gorgeous, dysfunctional family portrait. And I pre-ordered a couple extras of those too, because I figured that would be a hot book this week. And I think it was. This is another Facsimile edition, Marvel Family Comics. Every single one of these was damaged. And it's hard to see because it's like, it's right here. I don't know if I can capture it on camera. See that little dink right there? It's like a crinkle. It's all the way through the book. And some of them had like one here and one here, but every single copy I saw was damaged. So I guess that happened in printing. That's a shame. Anyway, it's got a Black Adam story in it. So, Titans United Blood Pact #2. This is the Derek Chew cover B variant. Thought it was a really nice variant cover. Grabbed a couple of those. Now we're getting into Marvel. So, Crypt of Shadows #1. I had ordered cover A, and my shop, every single copy they got was horribly damaged. So they're sending them back, and they're trying to get replacements. So I don't have cover A. Hopefully I'll get it next week or the week after. This is cover B by Ryan Brown, featuring Man-Thing and X-23, and I thought this was a really nice cover. I think the reason everybody's going after cover A is because it features, the first appearance of Blade's daughter, Bloodline, on the cover. She previously appeared in that Free Comic Book Day book. So it's her first cover appearance. Midnight Suns #2, speaking of Blade, this is the NetEase, what are they calling this? The game variant, I guess. Really nice Blade cover. Moon Knight #16. This is the also the game variant. And I just thought this was a really nice cover, although I always think it's weird buying variants for books where the title character isn't even on the cover. Like, I mean, you know, couldn't Moon Knight have been like in the background there somewhere? But no, just, was that Psylocke? So, or no, I'm sorry, not Psylocke, Elektra. Man, I am fried. It has been a long day. And guys, that's it for the new this week stuff. That's all I picked up this week. But stay tuned, because I'm not quite done. I do have a couple other things to show you. So, or at least one other thing to show you. So Black Adam opens up this weekend. Black Adam. I am getting some stuff from Warner Brothers, some posters. Got these minis. I'm getting some full-size ones too, I think. And we're going to give away a ton of stuff at Dallas Comic Show, which is November 11th and 12th. Shameless plug. We got some really cool comic guests coming for that. Some really cool celebrities coming for that. But we're going to be giving away a ton of Black Adam stuff at that show. And you can find out more information about that at DallasComicShow.com. One of the things we're giving away, which I was able to get my hands on when I went to my advanced screening of this last night, an exclusive Black Adam comic book that is a prequel comic for the movie. And you know, it's funny. I've been saying for years that this is what Marvel and DC should have been doing for all their big movie releases. If they're going to release a film, release a comic that coincides with it, and preferably a prequel comic or something that ties into the film, or at the very least has a story that continues and you have to go get the next chapter in your local comic shop. That way you get people interested in comics. I don't know why the studios are not doing this. I mean, it really would make so much sense. So I was very happy to see that DC finally did something like that. And I'm going to show this to you real quick. So this is actually a double prequel comic because it features a prequel for Teth Adam and it also features a prequel for Hawkman. And as you can see, the first part of the book is all about Hawkman and kind of how the formation of the JSA and meeting Dr. Fate. And it's really cool. Like, they actually did a really good job with this. I was trying to find a really cool page to show you guys. But yeah, it's all about, you know, kind of his origins. And then at the back, it's a thick book. A lot of pages. Okay, so then this is all about Black Adam as a young boy. Well, I not quite. That's not really what I meant. You have to see the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you. There's a little bit of a twist in terms of his origin. But it's all about like his origins as well. And it leads directly into the movie. And I love this right here. Let me see if I can find the page where it says. Well, now wait a minute. Did I? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It's in the Hawkman story where it says, to be continued. So it leads into. Anyway, it's a really cool book, and I am going to get some more of these. So if I end up doing any like acts of kindness or trades or whatever with anybody, I could certainly include one of those in there as well. But hey, Black Adam opens up this weekend. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, making a dirty joke there, and I didn't mean to. He stars as Black Adam in this movie. Now, I got to be honest. I was never a huge fan of Black Adam. Like, I mean, he's a cool character, but he was never like one of my favorite characters. And I wasn't sure if they could really make it cool in this movie. There was an interesting thing. Dwayne Johnson actually posted today on Facebook a post from 15 years ago. It's hard to believe. 15 years ago was when they announced he was going to play Black Adam. 15 years ago. In fact, in the photo, he's got hair. He looks really young. He's thin. It's taken that long for them to get this movie made. But a big part of the reason why this movie did get made was because Dwayne Johnson got behind it as a producer. He's been pushing really hard to get it done and to get it done right and to do, justice to the source material. And boy, oh boy, I got to tell you guys, it paid off, because I saw this in a packed house and the audience was loving every second of it. They were cheering all the way through the movie. They were enjoying everything about it, all the characters, all the action sequences. Like, every single beat of that movie played very, very well. The actors are all great. Pierce Brosnan beautifully brings to life Dr. Fate. Now, Dr. Fate is a character I always liked. So I was really happy to see them do justice to Dr. Fate. They did a great job with Dr. Fate. He's easily a standout character in the film. And Hawkman, Aldous Hodge as Hawkman is amazing. Like, he's terrific. He's just super cool. The fighting style that he uses in the movie is so cool. When he shows up and his wings spread out, it is a big cheer moment. It is like one of those moments that when you watch that movie and that scene happens, when he first kind of like drops to the ground and his wings come out, I defy you not to get excited at that moment. It is so cool. Probably the only downsides of the movie, and Dwayne Johnson is good too as Black Adam. I should mention that. He plays this, very much the anti-hero, not afraid to kill a whole bunch of bad guys. He does help people, but he ain't afraid to hurt people at the same time. And they definitely show that in the movie. In fact, they don't really shy away from it. It's kind of a violent, sort of dark movie for the PG-13 rating that it has. Probably the only weak points, if I had to say there was any weak points, the villain is okay. Like, not a great villain, but it serves the plot. It works well for the plot, I guess. The whole movie is almost kind of like they've got this ancient relic and they're trying to keep it away from the bad guys. That's pretty much the whole point of the movie. And Intergang, if you guys are familiar with the comic books, Intergang is a big part of the movie. They're sort of the antagonists in the film. Probably the only weak point, other than, like I said, the villain is not terrific. It's okay. The Cyclone and Atom Smasher, two of the members of the JSA in the movie, they're just really underwritten. Like, I feel like they could have done more with those characters, and I don't feel like they ever really get anything that great to do. I mean, like, Cyclone is basically like Storm. She flies around and controls wind and weather and stuff like that. And she gets a couple of moments where she kind of, kicks some bad guy butt. And Atom Smasher basically grows big and smashes things. So again, it kind of feels like what we've already seen with Ant-Man growing big and smashing things. And he only really gets one or two moments of getting to do cool stuff. You know, you would think a character like that they would really make good use of it, but he's just kind of there. So those two characters I thought were a little underdeveloped and didn't quite work well in the film. I almost feel like you could have just had Dr. Fate and Hawkman and left Cyclone and Atom Smasher out of it, and it would have been fine. But yeah, it's a really cool flick. There's a lot of action. The pacing of it moves really quickly. I enjoyed this movie so much, and I gotta tell you, I didn't think I was going to. I really didn't. I did not expect this to be as good as it was. And what's weird is I've been looking online today, and I've been seeing some of the advanced reviews, including some from like some really big outlets like Variety and stuff like that. And it looks like a lot of people are panning it and saying that it's not very good at all. And I don't know what movie they saw, because I'm telling you, when I saw this thing, like I said, the audience was going nuts. They were losing their minds in certain moments, you know, and I was too, man. I was clapping, cheering, laughing. I was having a great time with it. There is a mid-credit stinger scene that is so awesome that you could not hear a word that was being said, because the audience was just, they'd completely gone into orbit. Like, it is such a cool moment that you couldn't hear anything. And I know what was said because I actually was friends with the projectionist and he could hear it up in the booth. So I actually know what was said, but you couldn't hear it in the movie because everybody was going crazy. That's how cool that moment was. So look, if you even casually like DC Comics characters, or you casually like Black Adam or the Shazam, you know, series. Oh, and it does tie in nicely to Shazam. Even though Shazam is not in it, I didn't expect he would be, but it does tie in well with the Shazam movie that we already saw. So I appreciated that. So yeah, this movie actually makes me excited for the future of the DC cinematic universe. I never thought I would say that after where things have been for the last couple of years, but I'm actually kind of stoked to see what's next. I'm actually looking forward to Aquaman 2 and seeing what they do with that. And hopefully we'll eventually get to see that Flash movie, if only to see Michael Keaton return as Batman. I'll take it. You know, I just for that, I'll take it. And this movie, and as exciting as it was and as thrilling as it was, it makes me even more excited about those possibilities. So check it out this weekend. Tell me what you think. Don't listen to the haters. There's a bunch of negative reviews out there for it from what I'm seeing. I don't understand. I honestly don't. Like, this movie is so much fun, guys. It is so much fun. And I'm not getting paid a dime to say that. I am a film critic. It's part of my job, but I don't get paid to write good movie reviews. I'm very honest. If I see a movie and it sucks, like Halloween Ends, I'll be honest about it. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it was great. So I really enjoyed this a lot. So anyway, by the way, I don't know if they're giving these out at theaters, but you might want to look. I would imagine if they were, they're probably going to be at AMC theaters, because usually AMC theaters will have stuff like this, comic books and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. I know that AMC has been selling tie-in merchandise through their website. I know there's t-shirts and popcorn buckets. There's a McFarlane action figure that you can buy. It's like $40 or something. So I know that they do have some stuff online. So they might have those comic books. I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to get some in. So if you guys really, really, really want one, I'm sure we could work something out. So that's what I got for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the haul. I know it was kind of short. There just wasn't a lot this week that I really felt like I couldn't live without. If anything, it almost feels like I got more back issues than I got of like new stuff. But sometimes that's how it goes. So if you'd like to find out more about me, you can go to bigfanboy.com. And I should have my Black Adam review up probably Thursday night. I don't know if I'm going to have time to write it before then. But, I mean, you pretty much heard it already. And then also check out DallasComicShow.com for more information about Dallas Comic Show. Coming up November 11th and 12th, Joseph Michael Linsner is going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys like the movie Galaxy Quest, Daryl Mitchell, who plays Laredo in that movie, he's hilarious. This is like one of his very first shows he's ever done. It's going to be a lot of cool people there. So DallasComicShow.com for more information on that. That's all I got, guys. Shout outs real quick. Mike at Comic Crypto Castle Hills cranking out some great videos. Fred Hall Direct Edition. Man, I love that Jason figure. I'm actually going to probably go get one of those because I dug that. Free Energy, of course. Sean Hogan, of course. Spidey Fan. Tito with Kingdom Comics. He just recently made a new video. And who am I leaving out? Ian Hunter. PGH Zombie. I feel like I'm forgetting some people. I probably am. Mr. Rigor Mortis 86. Oh God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so tired. Gonna have to wrap it up. I'll see you on the next episode. Everybody take care. Hope you're getting what you want.